Before we get into the main bulk of today's preview, just got to quickly review my player of the month for September. Should have done this for the Middlesbrough game, but the preview was live, so I wanted to wait until I had all the graphic stuff. And I've given it to Tom Eaves. Controversial one, but he came on against Blackpool with class, and then against Middlesbrough with class as well, despite a certain person on Twitter who every right-minded City fan got very mad about because some people in this fan base just like to slag Tom Eaves off no matter what. Yeah, Tom Eaves, there you are on the winners board. You absolute fine specimen of a man. On to the main bulk of the preview then. Match details on screen there at the John Smith Stadium. Matchday vlog will be coming your way. It probably will be slightly later because storage on my phone and that, so I need to edit stuff on my PC now because my phone's, well, storage is death, basically. But 3 p.m. kickoff UK time at the John Smiths on the 16th of October. Team news then. George Honeyman, Tom Huddlestone, Josh McGuinness, Callum Elder and Randall Williams are all fit to return to action as Hull City travel away to Huddersfield Town in a Yorkshire derby. Honeyman picked up a minor groin injury in his return from ankle injury against Sheffield United. After 3 weeks out of action, Honeyman is back fit to feature in West Yorkshire. Huddlestone picked up a hamstring injury prior to the trip to Ewood Park to face Blackburn Rovers just over a month ago. Having missed the subsequent 4 games, Huddlestone is ready to return to action, and Grant McCann said that the duo, quote, could start on Saturday. Whew! Josh McGuinness, ankle, Randall Williams and Callum Elder, both unconfirmed knocks, are all fit to return to action. McGuinness and Elder both featured for their countries over the international break. Brandon Fleming picked up a knock after featuring in the under-23s 1-1 draw to Peterborough United under-23s on the 28th of September. Fleming still remains unavailable. Alfie Jones were missing for 3 to 4 weeks after picking up a hamstring injury against Middlesbrough. And Lewie Coyle returns from his 1-match ban after his 2 yellow cards against Blackpool, therefore missing the 2-0 win versus Middlesbrough through suspension. Ref watch then. The referee is Robert Jones. The 2 liners are Derek Eaton and Paul Hodgkinson. There we go. And Jeff Eltringham's the 4th official. He's an awful ref, but all he's got to do is press buttons today. Fabulous. Tomorrow. Fabulous. Stats then, these are taken from our game against Middlesbrough, in which we had 9 shots. Of those 9, 2 were on target. We had 44% of possession, committed 12 fouls, made 21 tackles, won 58% of aerial duels in the game, and City made 301 passes in the game with a pass accuracy of only 66%. But who cares? We won 2-0. I'm not bothered about pass accuracy. We've just won our 2nd game of the season. I'm not arsed at all. Stats continued in previous encounters with Huddersfield. City have won 21, drawn 11 and lost 23. Since 2012, there have been 7 games between these two sides. 16 goals have been scored accumulatively by both teams. In Hull City's last 5 games versus Huddersfield, Hull City have tasted victory twice. Twice. Won twice. Drawn once, lost the other 2 times. City's last win against Huddersfield came on 8th of August 2015, which is really, really bizarre to think about, but it's true because that was such a long time ago, and Hull City are winless in the last 3 games against Huddersfield Town. What do I think then? I'm going to keep this short and sweet, as I can't move on to the graphic on my preview display. Thanks. But basically, there we go, it's worked now. Grant needs to stick with the 3-5-2. Because it worked. 4-3-3 didn't work for us last time, and by the looks of things, it's not going to work for us this time. He needs to stick with that 3-5-2. And I can maybe see him putting Coyle as a right centre-back, moving Bernard central with Greaves left centre-back, if he sticks with the 3-back whilst Jones is injured. And Huddlestone and Honeyman are massive boosts. With a fully fit squad, let's face it, because if he's sticking with a 3, he's got a selection dilemma with Emmanuel and Coyle, when everyone's fit, all the 3 centre-backs. With Lewis, Potter and Elder. So let's say he's going to go somewhere like when we're fully fit with a 3. Ingram in goal, back 4, Jones, Bernard, Greaves. The midfield, Emmanuel, Honeyman, Huddlestone, Docherty / MONCUR, Elder or KLP. Then the front 2, Smith and McGuinness or Eaves. So that's... So we're still missing there. Elder or KLP, which one of those 2 he doesn't pick. Smallwood, Wilkes, which one of Docherty or MONCUR he doesn't pick. Emmanuel, Baxter as sub-keeper. Cannon, who was really good last game. Longman, McLaughlin, MONCUR. That's already 10. Williams, Matt Smith. Fleming when he's fit, although he probably won't get near it. With the other one of McGuinness or Eaves, that's 13 players. Plus, if you factor in Will Jarvis, if you factor in Josh Hines, you factor in Ollie Green. You know, he's got a real selection dilemma on his hands here, has Grant McCann. Head-to-head battles then, Tyler Smith will have to get past Lewie, Coyle, and Jacob Greaves will have to stop Danny Ward. There's another Huddersfield player who we'll come on to in just a bit, who I couldn't be bothered to fit into this graphic because I have no idea if McCann's going to stick with the 3-5-2. I want to say he will, but it's written in the stars that he won't. He better do. He better do, I swear to God. McCann, no, I'm kidding. A lot of you lot won't be. Anyway, current form. We've picked up 4 points out of a possible 6, but we also lost the 3 games before that and all the rest of the games before that, bar 2 draws against Swansea and Bournemouth. And then Huddersfield in their last 5 beat Blackpool 3-0, lost 2-0 to Forest and 1-0 to Swansea, then beat Blackburn 3-2, drew 0-0 with Luton. League table, we're out the relegation zone! Yes! Great job. Great job. If I'm honest, I thought we were 20th place, but then I realised that Forest played the day after, and I forgot to check the table and their result, to be fair. So they're 17th after the disastrous start they had. How are they above us in the table? My God. Anyway, we're out the relegation zone. That's the main. Just keep getting points over Barnsley, Peterborough. We play them on Wednesday. That's going to be such a big game when we travel to Cardiff. If you go into Cardiff, you need to have proof of vaccination or a PCR test before you enter Wales. So have fun with that. Swansea, we got a decent point out of them. Preston, we got a decent point out of them. Forest is a massive game whenever that is. Let me check. 18th of December, cool. A lot could change in that space of time. And then Birmingham, when's Birmingham? November. Okay, cool. Anyway, Huddersfield has started really well. 11 games, 17 points, just outside the playoffs. That's your lead statistics screen. And Sorba Thomas, if you look on most assists, is the man I was talking about. He could play... Huddersfield play a 3-4-3. He could play a little bit further back. He could, on the right, he could be the advanced right-sided player. So, God knows. And I don't know what McCann's going to do. Yeah, usually it's real predictable, but now he's changed system. He's got us all confused. What on earth is he doing? Anyway, around the grounds on Championship Matchday 12. Tonight on Love Island in the Championship, we have West Bromwich Albion versus Birmingham City, 8 o'clock kick-off this evening. Then on Saturday, Fulham QPR is the early kick-off at 12:30. The following games on Saturday are all 3 o'clock kick-offs. Blackburn Rovers Coventry, Bristol City Bournemouth, Middlesbrough Peterborough, Millwall Luton, Nottingham Forest Blackpool, Preston North End versus Derby, Reading Barnsley and Sheffield United versus Stoke are all 3 p.m. kickoffs. And then on Sunday, it is the Welsh Derby, Swansea City versus Cardiff City, 12 p.m. kickoff on Sunday. Memorable match, 8th of August 2015, our last win against Huddersfield Town, what was then the KC Stadium. Sam Clucas and Chuba Akpom both scored on debut as Steve Bruce's Tigers took the win. Ryan Taylor, number 5, made his debut that day. Jelavic, you don't associate with the 15-16 season, but this was before he left to West Ham. On the bench there, 32, Greg Lewer. If you're wondering who 33 is, Dixon, that is Matty Dixon. He is, well, last time I knew, he was still at York. He joined York City after we released him, because I think he was on loan there, was he? And then he went there after we released him. And then Callum Geraldo Martin, number 34. I have no idea where he went. And then last time out at the K-Com Stadium, as it would be this time. 28th of January, we lost 2-1 to Huddersfield. Carl and Grant gave them the lead. Then I remember for the rest of the game, we were just on top. So on top. Taffazoli managed to equalise. And then we just absolutely, we were all over them. But then their keeper got down injured, killed all our momentum. And Steve Mounier just stabbed one in right at the end and broke Hull City Hearts. And that was Jared Bowen's last game in a Hull City shirt. That was Kamil Grzycki's last game in a Hull City shirt, I think. Or was the Barnsley? Or was Barnsley before that? Nah, it can't have been. No, because Barnsley was before Leeds, wasn't it? Yeah. Anyway, and that's your record. I'm waffling now. That is your record between these two sides. And then shared shirts, Oumar Niasse, Huddersfield and City. He joined us on loan from Everton in 2017 in January. 19 appearances, 5 goals, which for a struggling Premier League team, not bad at all. Then Huddersfield joined them in 2021, was there for half a season. No appearances, no goals, because he got injured in training, so could never make an appearance for Huddersfield. So the only photos we've got of Oumar Niasse in a Huddersfield shirt is all the posy shots they released of him in all the different kits. Mega. Absolutely mega. Anyway, on to our predicted 11 now then. In Grant McCann's 3-5-2 formation. How about that? That is a turn up for the Bucks. Wow. I never thought I'd have to make another graphic for that, but I have. So in goal, got Matt Ingram. The back three, the 3 centre backs are not right back. I just saw Lewie Coyle and thought right back. The captain Lewie Coyle at right centre back. Then the 2 other centre backs, Deshaun Bernard in the middle, Jacob Greaves on the left. I don't think I've got a graphic for right and left wing back yet, so I'm just going to have to use the winger ones. So we've got Josh Emmanuel on the right, Keane Lewis Potter on the left. In the middle, Tom Huddlestone and George Honeyman return alongside Greg Docherty, who also comes into the side. Harsh to drop George MONCUR, but I think he will with Honeyman coming back. Then the 2 strikers are Tom Eaves and Tyler Smith. Before I move on to the bench, I have a brief interlude from FanHub. The code I put out on the last preview, the live preview, to give you access to the app. Well. That code, GPJ018, has 6 uses remaining. Download FanHub just in time for this Huddersfield game. And if you're in that sold out away end, you can tick off your miles on there. Anyway, moving on to the bench, we've got Nathan Baxter, Callum Elder, Richie Smallwood, Malik Wilkes, Sean McLaughlin, George MONCUR, and Josh McGuinness. That is your team in pictures, and that is your team on the pitch. I've had to make a new graphic to fit the 3 back onto as well. This is why I'm recording this at 10 to 10 Thursday evening. I'm waking up 5:30 and editing this. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. On to my predicted score now then. Do I think we'll get the win? You know what? I've got a sneaky feeling. We might just nick this. Huddersfield have started well, but last season, Carlos Corberan could not manage his way out of a paper bag. He was shocking. That Huddersfield team was shocking. They're a lot better this year, but I think the momentum we have from that win, yes, broken up by the international break, but that momentum will still exist. I think we can sneak a 2-1 win. Woo! And that is that. 14 minutes. Wow. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please do drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very, very soon. Goodbye.